Yo, what up?
Chapter 15 is called Probability because there's a probability. There's a probability. New Moon soundtrack slaps. Slept on. Alice and Edward are getting ready for Edward's big date on Saturday. Her mind is all over the place because she keeps having visions of dead Bella.
And Edward's like, no, can't have that. He's like, okay, well, what if I went here? And she's like,
nope, still dead.
It says that the vision is just a kaleidoscope of different backgrounds, as Edward keeps being like, what about dead? How about dead? But if I, dead.
She's dead. She's so dead.
Super dead.
And Edward's like, I will cancel. And she's like, no, because then she's definitely gonna die. Like,
still dead. Alice is like, right now, probability of her dead, 70%.
There's a strong probability.
But you know, there's still that 30%, bro.
Yeah. Edward is changing his mind every 5 minutes, and Alice is like, my head
Ow.
hurts. This sucks.
Like, also, Edward, you understand this the best. You can't shut out all people's thoughts right now, and you're driving me insane. A little sympathy here, and he's like, never for you.
Edward says, I'll just go back to keeping my distance. And Alice says, I don't think that will work. It didn't before. And then he goes, I'll leave. And she goes, no, like, I am correct. Like, nothing you do is going to change this outcome. He goes, how can that be? And she says, because if you leave, you will come back. And he goes, no, I can stay away. I know I can. And she says, you can't. I'm sorry.
I can do it.
And she's like, no, I can see the future and you literally can't. The best chance of her survival and your happiness is that you go on the date and you make up your mind, but you gotta make your mind up.
Yeah. And then he's like, okay, well, what if I just leave her human and break up with her?
Easy, everybody's happy. Alice is like, actually, Bella is not happy.
Yeah. Her mind raced through a flip book of futures, Bella's face from 1,000 different angles, always tinted gray, sunless.
Oh.
She was thinner, unfamiliar hollows beneath her cheekbones, deep circles under her T-eyes. Her expression, empty. One could call it lifeless, but it would only be a metaphor, okay?
And Edward says, what's wrong? Why is she like that? Alice says, because you left. She's not doing well. And we get a little glimpse into New Moon, where Alice is like, I f***ing told you so. He's like, okay, there's gotta be another option. There's gotta be.
And Alice is like, well, since you asked.
She shows him a vision, even though he can't stand it, of her and Bella as vampire BFFs.
In her thoughts, suddenly another vision replaced the first. The first vision being Bella dead.
Dead Bella, Bella dead.
A gasp of relief choked through my lips when the horror was removed. But this vision was not much better.
Not much.
Alice and Bella, arms around each other, both marble white and diamond hard.
Sounds like Bella got a little too tipsy off them pomegranate seeds. Now she's a vampire and she got all up in that underworld and seems to be enjoying herself. And Edward's like, can't have that?
No.
Absolutely not.
Marginally less horrible than her being dead is her being friends with Alice. God, no. But Edward says, she's dead either way. I'll stop her heart.
Bro, no.
She wants it so bad.
That's not how this works. It would solve all their problems. And if he didn't hate himself so much, he would be more chill about it.
It's true. He hates himself so bad.
So bad. Alice says, okay, so right now, there's a big old knot. The prophecy's all in a knot. The future's in a knot. You're gonna have to go through that knot on your date, and some choices you make are going to lead to threads where it continues on the other side. But until then, you know, you're gonna have to get through this knot.
So strap on your merit badge. We're doing knot tying today.
She said, some give you a future and some do not. Edward glares up at her and she smiles a small smile.
So small. Just this size. Just small. She shows one more vision where she's like, the likelihood of this is so small, but since you're super unreasonable right now, I'll give you this little nugget to keep you going. Another image in her head, not as sharp as the others. A trio in the cramped front room of Bella's house. I was on the H sofa, Bella beside me, my arm casually slung around her shoulders.
He's like, no way. He's like,
we're touching?
Oh my God, this is the hottest I've ever seen.
Alice sat on the floor beside Bella, leaning against her leg in a similar fashion. Alice and I were exactly the same as we always were, but this was a version of Bella I'd never seen before. Her skin was still soft and translucent, pink across the cheeks, healthy.
Oh.
Her eyes were still warm and brown and human, but she was different. I analyzed the changes and realized what I was seeing. Bella was not a girl, but a woman. A 22-year-old woman.
Decrepit.
Her legs looked a little longer, as if she'd grown an inch or two.
How much you're not supposed to keep growing after you're
I stopped growing when I was 14.
Yeah.
But I'm not like,
Bella's
not everybody's
different.
the same.
Bella's different.
She likes Dr. Pepper. But I'm sorry, growing 2 inches is a lot. That's going from 5'5" to 5'7".
I know.
It's going from not a model to maybe a model.
So probably model.
Her body had rounded subtly, giving a new curvature to her slender frame. Bella got a donk.
Bella is different, a woman with tits and ass.
Wow! Wow, wee wow!
I like this option. Keep it coming, Alice.
Yeah. It's just all right. So Edward's like, cool. So there's a very small chance that I can leave her human and not break up with her.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And then Alice is like, the probability of this is tiny, but also just so you know, this is all your opinions influencing these decisions because no one has asked Bella what she wants. And Edward was like, why would we ever ask Bella what she wants? That would be insanity to ask Bella what she thinks is best for herself.
Bella doesn't want to be friends with Alice, and she definitely wouldn't want to be a vampire because it's the worst.
If I know anything about Bella,
it's that she would hate being a vampire.
Edward's freaking out about
the monster within.
because he knows it's just biding his time. It's gonna make an appearance this weekend, but it's being chill now. He's like, is there any way I can get rid of the monster forever? And he says, for a few moments, I thought seriously about killing myself. It was the only way I knew to be sure that the monster didn't survive. And then he's like, but that's like a lot
So
of
much work.
Good, don't kill yourself.
All right, not killing myself. I'm just gonna focus really hard on the long leg, sexy boobied Bella curvy, yes! And then Alice is like, oh my god, it's working!
She's like, oh, yeah, whatever you're doing, keep doing that. And he's like, thinking about her tits and ass? Okay.
doing it. Hardest thing I've done all day, but I'll work real hard.
But
So we're hunting.
Edward brutally takes down a mountain lion, and they're pretty much endangered in Washington State. They're only like 2,000, so be careful,
Not
Edward.
common. I've never seen it. And I lived there for 17 years. 18 years. The wasting of finite resources is everyone's concern.
The wasting of finite lions. After he kills the mountain lion, Alice is like, if you're good, I'm good, because I'm going hunting with Jasper tomorrow, because Jasper, he's gonna need a little bit extra blood, just in case we see Bella on Sunday. And Edward's like, Bella? On Sunday?
This Sunday?
Yeah, he says, this Sunday?
She's like, yeah, the day after tomorrow. Sunday after Saturday. This Saturday.
The day after tomorrow.
The Sunday that comes most soonly.
At this point, Alice is relatively confident that Bella will survive. And she's like, Edward, chill. And he's like, but you're only...
Relatively confident.
She's like, I'm literally your best chance. Just believe in me and yourself. That's what I'm telling you to
I'm
do.
like, what? Are you gonna cancel on Bella? You can't. Like, you
I
can't
love her.
You
Don't
can't
cancel her. They go home. Edward takes a shower. We get a shower scene. Nothing happens, but he does take a shower, which,
Inherently sexy.
he's like naked.
Maybe.
Hot.
We don't know. We don't know if
He's the
Edward
type-
showers naked.
He's the type to shower fully clothed. And then he goes to pick out some clothes
For the
his
date. Oh, something nice and skimpy.
That shows a lot of skin because he's gonna be glittering, so he's gotta show a lot of skin on the date. He's like, I'm not putting out. I'm just showing off a little.
This is practical for the purposes of the date.
And I'm not doing it because I want to show her my nice arms.
Never.
I slipped into the white cotton shirt, unnerved by the look of my bare arms in the mirror inside the door.
Edward, you have the right to bear arms in this country.
Yeah, haven't you heard? You have the right to bear those arms.
Edward sees this shirt that Alice got him like a few years ago.
Yeah, like way back.
And he's like, Alice wouldn't get us anything that she couldn't usually see us wearing. So when she got me this shirt, I was like, what are you thinking, Alice? I would never be caught dead in this
What
shirt.
could I possibly wear this shirt to?
It is not my style. It is not tan. It is not leather. It is not khaki.
It's not beige.
And this is showing way too much skin, Alice.
Too revealing. Alice is like, I don't know. I don't know why I got this for you.
She said it looked nice on the model.
She's like, but at some point it's gonna come in handy. I got a feeling.
I pulled the shirt out now and felt a strange wave of awe. A chill almost. If I were capable of feeling such a thing, because he's so Her uncanny premonitions reach so far, stretch their tentacles so deep into the future, that even she didn't understand all the actions she took. Somehow she'd sensed, years before Bella had even chosen to come to Forks, that at some point I would be facing this most bizarre trial. Perhaps she was omniscient after all.
And thanks for giving her credit, because it sounds like it.
She sees Edward putting on the shirt and she kicks her feet up on the table being like, yeah.
Would you look at that?
What were you saying about me not being right?
What was that? Can you say it again? Because
you wouldn't survive without me? Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm correct? Is that it? Okay. I was just making sure. Because I thought a pouty ass bitch said something.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go talk to my best friend Bella about it. Bitch! My tentacles told me. My tentacles were tingling and they were like, me and Bella, best friends, no matter how much you doth protest. Bitch.
Now that he's picked out an outfit, he's like, I'm ready for the date. I'm gonna pass the time by watching Bella sleep some more. I hadn't seen Bella for hours. Was she safe now? Strange that I should even be able to worry about the millions of dangers that weren't me. None of them were close to as deadly. And yet, what if?
He's like, it's crazy that I even have time to hate anything else but myself, but here I am.
So he runs back to her house and finds her blow drying her hair at night. I bet she didn't even wrap it after. Girl, wake up early and do it in the morning.
Yeah, why are you gonna go to bed on a perfectly nice blowout?
If you're gonna wash your hair at night, let it air dry and then flat iron it the next day.
Yeah, the rules of hair care are simple and finite.
Elle, how did you know that Chutney was lying? Because she's brilliant, of course. The rules of hair care are simple and finite. Any Cosmo girl would have known.
Any Cosmo girl would have known.
Bella's like, but I am no Cosmo girl. I don't wear any makeup. They didn't have hair dryers invented in Jane Austen's time. I never learned how because they never did it in my books.
There's piles of clothes everywhere. And Edward's like, oh, so she was also picking out an outfit. I hope it's a boner blue blouse. I hope it's not that ugly ass, lumpy ass, Picasso ass sweater she wore the other day.
Yeah, that sweater. He's like, oh my god, she gives a shit.
I hope her outfit's as revealing as mine.
She's blowing her hair dry because she wants to look pretty for the day.
Pretty for this guy. I compared the feelings, the ache and the soaring, to my life before Bella. I'd been so jaded, so world weary, as if I'd experienced every emotion there was to be felt. What a fool! I'd barely sipped at the cup life had to offer.
And now his cup runneth over. He is thinking of the emptiness of his life before her and remembers when Carlisle tricked him into doing Christmas. It was like 2 years after Edward was changed, and he sent Edward out into the village to walk around people and practice being around them, and when Edward got back, he had set up a little Christmas tree for them, and he walks in and says, Happy Christmas, Edward. Happy Christmas, Harry.
Happy Christmas, Ron.
Happy Christmas, Harry. Happy Christmas, Ron.
Well, and as we know, Carlisle's very religious.
Very religious. He's very devout.
Son of a pastor, priest, I don't know which kind of thing.
My favorite kind of taco, El Pastor.
Oh, I love an El Pastor.
Taco.
The poor. Who should they run into? Then their gorgeous Irish friend, Siobhan.
Siobhan!
What's up?
And we remember her from Breaking Dawn because her alleged talent, this is not confirmed, is that she can kind of will things into existence. And I think it is significant that Edward and Carlisle run into Siobhan because then she is like, oh my god, Edward has never tried human blood. Why would you deprive yourself of the greatest joy life has to offer?
And Edward's like, joy?
Can I
sign me up?
Can I give me some of that? So he tries it, and I think it's significant that Siobhan is the reason, I think, that Edward even tried human blood in the first place, because she was like, you should try it. And ultimately it led him to have a full
his Rumspringa.
A full Rumspringa character arc.
Yeah, no, he went off. He was like, all right, I'm gonna just do what I want. I'm gonna drink coffee. I'm gonna use cell phones and technology.
Yeah. I'm gonna hail a cab and there won't even be a horse.
What? Clip clop.
Clip clop.
And Edward becomes his vigilante self, as we know. He's like, I will eat people, but only murderers.
Only if they're bad.
He tries it and is like, what's all the fuss about?
He's like, yeah, I'm still sad.
So he returns from his Rumspringa and he's like, you know what? I do want to be Amish. And Esme and Carlisle are like, welcome back to the home.
The home! Carlisle's like, I forgive you for all those murders. My vampire power is forgiven.
And honestly, they all deserved it.
Honestly,
all of them?
yeah. But the thing is, if Edward had never done that, he would have never really made up his mind on his own to be a good boy and not kill people.
Yeah.
Siobhan had called drinking human blood the greatest joy this life has to offer. But he says, the greatest joy of my life was this fragile, brave, warm, insightful little slam piece sleeping so peacefully nearby.
Oh.
Aw. He's like, oh no, she's the best. She's so cute. I want to fuck her. Okay, no. I can't, because she's so cute.
So tasty.
Okay, no, I'm not gonna kill her.
The biggest joy is getting a smack that ass. But I could never. How dare I think that, you dirty, dirty, dirty girl.
Impure. He's looking at Bella and thinking about how cute she is, and then his phone rings and he whips it up to his face.
Hello?
It's Alice, and she's like, hey, whatever you're doing, it's working, because now the odds are 80-20 that she's gonna survive tomorrow. So she's like, yeah, keep doing whatever you're doing. And he's like, okay, but what I was doing was thinking about smacking that ass. So
Why'd you interrupt me, Alice?
Anyway, good luck in the field tomorrow.
And that is the end of chapter 15. There's a probability